What's good, guys? This is your boy Shamar reporting live from Obscure Report. Today we're going to be talking about Kabbalah. I'm going to show you a video about Kabbalah and science and how it intertwines and where does modern science gets its foundings in, which is in Kabbalah. If you don't know and you're new to this channel, please subscribe, drop a comment, leave a response to this video. If you have any more material to share with me, please drop it in my comment section below. The details to all these links will be in the description. Also, like I said before, YouTube doesn't really support these types of channels, so I greatly appreciate it if you just share this information with others. And thank you for listening, thank you for tuning in, and let's jump into this video.
When I first made the correlations between Kabbalah and science, I was stunned.
We do know that Isaac Newton had access to certain mystical texts, certain texts of the Kabbalah.
Well, the Kabbalistic description of creation is coming from a single little point, from a speck, and of having matter form and time and space form all together at the very beginning. This sounds very much to me like the description of the Big Bang.
I couldn't believe that the Kabbalists could derive these truths without really knowing any mathematics or physics.
It is certainly true that in string theory, the number 10 is the dimension of space-time for supersymmetrical string theories, and 26 for bosonic string theories stand out as a requirement of the mathematics.
All the things that could destroy string theory, all the things that do destroy every rival theory to string theory, they are all eliminated in precisely 10 and 26 dimensions. These dimensions are magic. We physicists don't know where these dimensions come from.
The Zohar says those things. It could just have been a lucky guess. I don't know.
The Zohar speaks of impure fats and pure fats, and that relates very well to modern medicine's view of the two types of cholesterol.
Now you tell me, how come that's the only text with 2,000 years old can have that kind of information so clearly there?
They knew things about the universe that took us till now to discover.
I think it's rather intriguing that the Zohar mentions cholesterol and mentions the liver and bile.
What I like about Kabbalah is that it has a rather profound view of a creator, of a divine being that transcends all possible notions that we could have.
There can be an interface between science and spirituality.
The Zohar's notion that light is a realm of no time and no space is quite consistent with special relativity.
What's been stopping it so far are, number one, the lack of a good concept, and I think the Kabbalah is offering that now in the context of modern science. And two, a reticence on the part of both scientists and people in religion to mix the two.
It's rather amazing, this uncanny reflection of some of the most advanced cosmology coming from our satellites, coming from our atom smashers, coming from our blackboards, that are mirrored in the Zohar and ancient Kabbalistic texts.
So that video was really informative and I learned a lot from it, but I wanted to show you this article right here that is very powerful and it has a lot of information, good information about Kabbalah and the connection to science and stuff like that. And I want to scroll onto this section right here, so I'm going to highlight it quickly a bit for you guys, so I hope you can see it clearly. Should be big enough. Okay. The cosmological process that produces this space-time continuum is presently understood by many to have taken place in 4 stages, the first 3 of which are derived from the string theorists. So when you hear string theory, string theorists, while the last is popularly known as the Big Bang. So there's 3 stages which has to do with the string theorist or string theory, and then it says the first the mathematical properties of relations governing space-time had to be defined or created. Next, the single quantum leap, something Somethingness emerged spontaneously out of that abstraction. Sounds very much like the Big Bang Theory, doesn't it? It sounds a lot like the Big Bang Theory. And then it says somethingness emerged spontaneously out of the abstraction. At that point, the great inflation of the universe occurred, wherein it expanded instantaneously. It sounds like the Big Bang Theory a lot, right? To the order of 10 to 50th power. So this that string theory coming in. Finally, the Big Bang unleashed the full thrust of its force from within a single point inside the inflated universe. From then, the universe as we know it began expanded, albeit infinitely slower than it had up until then, congealing into its present state as its structural elements proceed to cool down. Now, I think it's pretty clear that that sounds very much like the Big Bang Theory, and its belief. The Big Bang Theory's belief stems from Kabbalah, okay, which is Jewish mysticism going back to ancient Babylon. Okay, a lot of astrology comes from ancient Babylon. Actually, it was built upon those foundations. From Babylonians, the Babylonians or Babel, okay, with the days of Nimrod and stuff like that. Yes, this is biblical. If you don't, even if you're an atheist and you don't want to hear this, I can't help you. But this is the reality of what's going on here. A lot of this mysticism and our sciences is very much intertwined, more than we think it is. And I want to go to another article. I think this is it. It says, let me zoom in a bit for you guys. I hope you guys can really see that. It says the Zohar, Hebrew splendor, radiance, which in Zohar in Hebrew means, I guess, splendor and radiance, is widely considered the most important work of Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism, and we know what mysticism stemmed in. It is a mystical commentary of the Torah, 5 books of Moses written in medieval Aramaic and medieval Hebrew. It contains the mystical discussions of the nature. So these people, when they say about which God are they talking about? Now this is a Luciferian. When you think about numerology, when you think about gematria. Now I know this guy on YouTube who shows you that how this world is operated on this code, this thing called gematria, or in other society was called the Pythagoreans, because the Pythagoreans believe in these mystic properties. Okay, now because the Pythagoreans believe in these mystic properties, this is back in the days of the Greeks and stuff like that. And before that, I'm sure it was named differently in other societies. We hear of voodoo, we hear of obeah, we hear of witchcraft, we hear of wizardry and all this other stuff. All that stuff, there's a lot of people that don't believe in these things, but it's actually a real thing. Anyways, majority of our sciences and these spiritual exercises, like Nikola Tesla's spiritual exercises, there's information. If you look that up, Nikola Tesla's spiritual exercises. Now you have to go deep, because Google floods your search results. So you want to use another search engine, okay? But all these teachings, these Kabbalistic practices, these mystic properties and stuff like that, a lot of the secret societies, Freemasons use this. So these Satanists like Aleister Crowley and all this other stuff, Aleister Crowley talking about Babel, ancient Babylon, in his practices and stuff like that. So with that being said, I just wanted to kind of throw that information out for you. All the descriptions will be in the link below, so please check them out. All the information, the articles that I'm showing you right now, and probably might throw in a couple more articles in there. If you want more information on different topics, like you can go to Obscure Report, scroll down on my page. There's a big history in the Bible, vaccines, surveillance systems, weather control, robotics, patents, Jesuits, paganism, GMOs and EMF waves, electrical magnetic frequencies, esotericism. So I cover a lot of different various topics, okay guys? So please check that out. All roads lead to Rome. Religious technocracy. So we're living in a religious technocracy, religious technocracy. So it's both governmental control and one world religion that's being unified as we speak at the moment. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. I greatly appreciate it. Drop a comment below and share this information, and you have a good day. Peace.